Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So, today, what I'm about to speak about, I didn't think I would, but I'm just finding it interesting, and also because it's not stopping. It started from one tweet, and of course I saw the original tweet, and when I saw it, like it was not, I was like, okay, fine, I read the comments, but I didn't think it was just gonna keep on and keep on going and going. Okay, fine, let's get right into it. So, Julius Malema on the weekend, CIC, there was a rally. EFF held a rally where Julius Malema gave the keynote or the speech, and then at the end of the speech, then he chanted the songs, famous song, "Kill the Farmer, Kill the Boer," and I think I did make a video saying everyone is melting in the internet, throwing tantrums because of the song. I even posted and I asked Uguti, so every time this song is sung, especially by CIC Julius Malema, is everybody going to react the way that they're doing, have a meltdown? Like it's the very first time they're singing it. As you all know, Afriforum has taken CIC to court and he won. It was ruled out that no, this is a struggle song. And also, Julius Malema is not the one who invented this song. He grew up and people were singing the song. So it's been existing for years and it's not a new song. But for some reason now, people have a problem when he's singing it. Okay. That's the background of the story. So, Ongama Mtimka comes into the mix out of nowhere. If we know Ongama, normally we see him, I'm going to try and attach a picture of him here. We normally see him on when he's analyzing politics, okay? So he posted and said, Julius Malema being Julius Malema, full stop. And then he said, he and Kallie Kriel validate each other's politics. Kallie Kriel is the Afriforum guy. So,
We're making no apologies. That's it, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
That's what he posted out of nowhere. And then, okay, so of course, fighters started defending in the comment section. They started defending Oguti. Someone says, Mtimka, this can't be you. Who are you trying to impress? You always sound so sharp, but this post definitely wants to impress some sector and undermine your sharp analytical mind. Sad to witness. And then someone else said, Malema never called for the killing of people. That song is a hyperbole. Doc, Kallie and his people killed people without even a song. Google Flag Plus in Mpumalanga, please. Don't be so far removed from reality. He kept on answering comments from the from his tweet. For example, someone says, what are you talking about? By singing a song that declared not hate speech by CC. Clarify, please. And then he replied and said, politics and law are related but not the same. Chanting that a group of people should be killed will never be politically correct. Legally permissible, but downright evil, period. That's what he said. I think he also just started to spiral down the comments. Sometimes it's not good for you to entertain comments because you will end up in the gutter. You will end up in the gutter. So, so people, okay, fine. Now people are engaging him now. You remember now, the first tweet that he did, he said, Julius Malema and Kallie Kriel, their politics validate each other. That's what he originally posted. Now, he's no longer defending that now. Now he's defending the fact that when he was answering the comments, he said that The song is Julius Malema is ordering for the killing of the people. Now that's what he's defending now. And it's easy, Kesana, when you get into a conversation to spiral down and find yourself somewhere. So someone says, so you believe that the song makes black people kill people? Show us the evidence. So, and then someone else said, so you want people to be politically correct? And he said, in this case, yes. Then Ongama, he made a video. There's 3 things that he wrote that I actually want to read as well. He says here, if people would note the key message in Paul's statement, all things are permissible to me, but not all things are beneficial. You may be legally right and political unfortunate. That's what he says. So meaning that even though the court ruled in Julius Malema's favor, he might be legally right, but politically unfortunate. That's what he says. And then he continues to say, the struggle for economic freedom cannot be fought by chanting senseless statements in a rally. It's fought writing the right laws, exercising proper oversight over the economic duster in government, and leading to unleash human potential. Politics is truly mass deception. Or someone says a chant is not an order of faction, because they seem to think a chant it orders people to do bad things. Kandi, how dumb are we, Tina? When someone sings something, it orders us to do izinto ezimbi. I don't get that. So a chant is not an order of faction, but a tool of resistance. Struggle songs have united the oppressed, shaken the oppressive regimes, and fueled the revolutions. Apartheid did not fear proper oversight. It feared the voices of the people rising in defiance. The real deception is telling black people to wait for a system built on their oppression to fix itself. Dismissing this shows lacks of historical understanding.
There's a group of people on social media in South Africa who demonstrate closed mindsets and inability to handle differences. These people, if you say something that's different to what they believe, they will yell insults at you, they will call you names, they will say there's something wrong fundamentally with your personality, because they are growing up in organizational cultures wherein cult-like leaders are followed willy-nilly, and people who differ with the official line get ostracized. So this is something that is really concerning for a country, because once you become so arrogant as a people that you are not open to learning, you are not open to differing opinions, what that does is that it creates an army of yes men and women who will not even be able to kind of share the information that would save the party. I wrote an article some time ago that the EFF was successful in building a political brand outside of the ANC, and that it was making a mistake for when it started courting RET political leaders. And I wrote this article to say, if they do this, they are going to do one of 2 things. They may be successful, they woo all the RET leaders and maybe get 3 to 4% in an election, but soon thereafter they will lose their own organization, because these people will bring their own cultures into the organization and internal organizational stability would be threatened. I was so happy to hear Mbuyiseni Ndlozi one of these days saying that he actually warned against cozying up to former President Jacob Zuma, and was feeling vindicated that the EFF, I guess not vindicated, but he said that notwithstanding his warnings, the leadership shunned him and went on and now had to face a significant electoral loss. So when you shun alternative views, that's what happens. That's what happens. We have to create a culture in South Africa in which we can differ and respect that we are all attempting to do the same thing of creating a stable country that is united. Now, the tweet that got me in a little bit of hot water is me saying Kallie Kriel and Julius Malema validate each other's politics, because the one needs the existence of the other in order for them to feel that their cause is justified. And I stand by that view. We need to learn that extremists, validate each other.
So after Ongama did that video, okay, before I read the comments under the video, Clement commented and says, they don't raise arguments, they stop at insults. They can't also constructively disagree with people. Either you agree with them or you are the enemy. It's precisely what Ongama is raising. Kuchu Clement, they came for Clement as well. Okay, so Usnawo, what he did is, okay, let me start here. So what Usnawo Tambo did is, he commented on the video, He first commented on the video, which I think very important points that he raised. He says that this is a con artist. After Ongama Mtimka failed to rationalize his critique of kill the Boer, kill the farmer, he has done two things. One, focus on ad hominem attack on him rather than address anyone who has validly shown the emptiness of his false equivalent. Two, change the conversation entirely to show shallow psychoanalysis of partnership. He then adds another diversion of Umbuyiseni Ndlozi, all to distract us from the fact that he has a poor grasp of white supremacy as a power structure and of struggle songs as an articulation of anti-racism. He has ignored everyone who exposed the weakness of his position and diverted attention to a non-issue. This is intellectual criminality. Exactly. That's why I was saying he started from one point and now he's discussing other things now. And then Usnawo further continues and says, there needs to be a standard of what constitutes a political analyst. And I say this sincerely, and I've heard this before, that people are saying the analysts are just anyone who speaks negative about a party, and that person is an analyst. A lot of people are getting away with murder, posing as experts of politics, and their rhetoric is harmful and stupefying. This Ongama Mtimka should be a lesson that we have allowed political honesty to be a hobby of people with nothing to do but talk without a responsibility of meaningful substantiating what they say. In one of the instances, he argues that the law and politics are different, and therefore that the Equality Court declared that kill the Boer, kill the farmer is not hate speech is insignificant. If he had read the judgment, he would see the length the court went to establish how the chant is part of a political speech and the identity of the liberation struggle against a system of oppression. How the court said this cannot be interpreted literally. This means the guy has not read this judgment, yet he holds an opinion on it. This is a tragedy. This guy must be tasked with writing a paper explaining himself before any media house invites him to talk to us on TV again. He's a danger to our nation. So Usnawo also continued and said, Ubana, it gets worse. I'm told that Ongama Mtimka is a lecturer at the Nelson Mandela University. Even worse, he has recently appointed as a director of Raymond Mhlaba Center of Governance and Leadership based at NMMU. This is a tragedy. He's not only harming us here, he is harming future thought leaders with his view based on his feelings and instincts, not literature. Now also came for Clement. He also came for Clement a little bit. He says, this is not true, Clement. Clement will tell, they don't raise arguments, they stop at insults. So now comes for him and says, this is not true, Clement. A multitude of people, including myself, have constructively engaged Ongama on this false equivalent of Malema and Kallie Kriel, and this poor grasp of the idea of struggle songs as articulation of anti-racism. Ongama is actively avoiding anyone and everyone who's engaging him on shallowness of his tweet. Don't aid him in portraying himself as a victim and diverting from the fact that he is unable to substantiate what he said when presented with counter-arguments. Oh, and because Ongama, when he was making that video, he mentioned Boysen Ndlozi. People brought a screenshot from Dr. Ndlozi where he says, but say BC News Online, why do you have a so-called analyst by the name of Ongama Mtimka on TV analyzing public protectors' reports when he admits on air that he has not yet read them? This is totally unacceptable. And then someone says, it's so ironic that you quoted the very same Dr. Ndlozi who once chastised that you for giving an analysis of PP report though you admitted you had not read it. Once more, you are committing the same mistake of commenting on Kill the Boer chant without reading the Concord judgment. So, guys, tell me what you think. Ubana, is it justifiable for Ongama Mtimka to say that Julius Malema shouldn't be singing Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, and that even though the court said this was a struggle chant, he says there's a difference between that. That's the problem with the people. When the law is against them, they will say, no, don't. When the law is on their side, they will say, respect the law. We respect the rule of law, Tina. That's how people work. So tell me what you guys think. Like, just tell me what you guys think. And is now also making valid points? Are the fighters defending making valid points? And is it fair what he said? I'll meet you guys in the comment section. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipolo Pelana, and this is Simple Politics. Here, we discuss everything happening in the political world. It doesn't matter if it's drama, it's country decisions or what. We will discuss. We will definitely discuss. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the comment section. Aluta continua. Let me know if what you think about Ongama. I am gonna attach a picture of him. So I'll see you guys in the comments. Till the next one.